happy Saturday. So I want to try to go live almost every day. So I will be going live sometime this evening to do a live on my own live on Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Then I want to do a review for Versus. So did y'all, I don't know where I was at. I missed the promo and everything on that, so I want to do a review on that. So I said, let me get on here and jump on and talk my shit for a little bit. I had did that, was trending, the Now and Then, like where were you in the 90s? And my little short on YouTube, I got a comment, and I mean, this man must have been bothered by all this pretty chocolate. I'm pretty sure he was YT. And it was not a political statement or anything made. I just said, I think it's my title was 90s Fine. And then on the actual video, I wrote that, where was I in the 90s? Having a ball. I had a good damn time in the 90s. A great time. This guy goes, oh, you forgot about all the drive-by shootings, all the things that goes on in the inner city, just like this was The Wire or something, or The Corner, whatever that show was called. And I'm like, what? You know, because all the shootings, inner city shootings and stuff. Now, granted, I graduated in 1990, and I did have like one of my like senior pictures, but it really didn't look like a senior picture on there because I graduated in 90. But the rest of them were all club pictures. I was outside. Me and my husband, I got married in 93. We was outside, honey. We was outside. I had me a ball. And I don't know, I guess this guy was so fucking bothered with all this pretty chocolate. And I just wrote down in the comment that wasn't my reality. You know, of course, there's probably was some drive-by shootings, but our town wasn't like that, you know. I think 94 was probably a year that our town probably had a lot going on, but it was not like the average cities, okay? So, and he goes, well, you must have, I go, that was not my reality. And I go, he goes on to write a whole new damn paragraph again, talking about, oh, you must have went to a YT school. Now, his tag name or his name on YouTube is like America First. So we already know what's going on there. And I go, you must have had a rough ass life. Because that was not my reality. I had a good fucking time in the goddamn on 90s. You know, you're coming of age, you're getting grown. You know, I was in the military. I joined in 90. I got out in 92. But I was in the military. I had a blast. You know, when you first getting away from home, you graduate in high school. Then, you know, going off to the military, getting married. No, I got married in 94. What am I talking about? 92, 93. But, you know, so all the pictures, like I said, was old club pictures. And you could tell they have those, you know, the chairs they used to use. It looks very retro. But this man was highly fucking bothered. And I thought, what the fuck? You know, because I normally, if I want to, you know, cause a little trouble, I'll attach something political. You know, because, you know, all of those people come out of the woodworks and get to talking their shit. So I'm like, sir, what is your problem? I said, oh my goodness. I mean, I was 90s fan. And he was truly, truly, truly bothered. I mean, just truly bothered. You know, that a girl can't enjoy her life. That, you know, everybody doesn't live like the show, what's it called? The Wire. You know, I never really watched that show. You know, and it's so funny because I think a lot of people from small towns, I mean, you know, rural America somewhere, they think that about city life or whatever. But then people from big cities like, you know, you live in a little bitty town. You know, my town only got like maybe, I don't even think we got 300,000 people live here in this town. So I'm like, the man just couldn't stand it, I guess. So I never forget when I used to work with a guy, and he had made a statement like, so what's it like to live in the hood? I said, what? You know what, the drive-by shootings and all that? So, you know, I asked him, what's it like to fuck a goat, a sheep, whatever? And he just looked at me, yeah. He said, oh, this little lady got, yeah, I got a whole lot of mouth. Don't come at me like that. So, yeah, I thought that was weird, you know, but you get all these kind of people that be keyboard gangstering and want to, I don't know, say all these weird things. Because first of all, when I see something that's a real long comment, I'm not really going to read it. I may skim through it, but he got to talking about the drive-by shootings in America at the time and all this drug dealings. I'm like, that wasn't my, you know, that wasn't my reality. Of course, I knew some people who got shot in the 90s, but that wasn't a everyday thing where I'm from. That was not like my circle of people that I hung around with. Of course, I knew people who sold all of the illegal things, but that was not my reality either, because I didn't hang with those people, you know. I didn't. I mean, I had family members, you know, they were older than me, you know, so I didn't been back and forth visiting people that was, like they say, going to college. But for me, the 90s was great. You know, I'm born 1972, so, you know, I had a good damn time in the 90s, honey, with R. Kelly. In the 90s. I think it was a good time. R&B was great. Rap was great. You know, and I was young, and I could move around real good. You know, before they got on, you know, so. But I just thought, oh, that is so funny. So, yeah, this is my Saturday. I got my grandbaby with me, and we rolling out. My mom is having an event, and I promised her I would come, so I stopped doing taxes to go to my mom's event. So, how are you all with the taxes? Have you got them all done? I got a bunch of them to get done still, so hopefully I can get everybody's finished tomorrow. And I'll probably work on, I still got 2 years of my own taxes to do. So get those all completed and mailed off, because we want to make sure we get things done before the tax date this year. And what else has been going on? Did you happen to hear about the lady that had to make the people work for her that was immigrants, and she called it ICE on them? I thought that was crazy. I don't know if she was trying to get out, because it looks like, I heard seen 2 reports. I seen, well, not reports, but Joy Reid talking about it. And it sounds like she was saying that the lady had the job completed. But then when I saw it on X, or I don't know, Instagram, X or whatever, and it looks like they hadn't even really started because it didn't look completed to me. But she called ICE on him. I'm like, that's a low down dirty bitch. I think it was in the Maryland, in Maryland. I don't know what city or whatever. But I said, that's low down. Because actually, when I had my work, they had like a couple different crews come out and work, but when there was like, they all worked for the same company. But when the Mexicans came and worked, they did the best job. They did the Spanish lace on my ceilings, very nice. All the things that they worked on was great. Now, the other boys that came out and worked, I found problems with everything, little minor stuff, so I don't know. But usually you would think a lot of times they have a lot of immigrants working in those types of trades. Cause I know when I did construction for a living. I'm what you call a Renaissance lady. I used to do construction. I started out doing it because I just had my son, and I was trying to figure out a way to lose weight. And then I happened to do the union president taxes. And I'm like, so I was working at H&R Block. I was like, how can I make this kind of money? So usually, those union trade jobs, they pay really good. I got paid. You can really live a nice middle class lifestyle with those types of trades. So, and I learned a lot. I learned, how to build things, stuff like that. I always try to bank stuff. I used to, in my 20s, I sold insurance, but I wasn't making no money at it. So I had to go back to the drawing board because I needed to make some money fast, quick, in a hurry, because I could see myself doing some fraud. So I'm like, I got to find some other kind of way to make it, and I did taxes from my 20s until now. But I did construction in the construction season. And honey, it paid the bills and some. So, shout out to the construction workers. I was Lyuna, local 213 here. Yeah, so, yeah, that's about it. But I'm trying to make it on to this thing. So, I wanted to go live, but I will be live this evening. And we could talk about Belle Collective. I'm enjoying the show. I can't wait till the Belle Collective Birmingham airs. Plus, we have the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta coming up. And tomorrow is the last episode of Married to Medicine. I'd like to know, are you Team Toya? Because Toya she's versus everybody, I think. Or are you Team Steve? Or Team Eugene? I'm going to say, I thought Steve was defending his wife and he was a little pissed off. But definitely Eugene, he jumped into the women's business. And he done pissed off Steve. Toya done pissed off Mimi. She's like, you called me a bitch and then put me out your house. I'd be mad if somebody put me out the house and I didn't do anything. Because, Toya started in on her. So, who knows? Yeah, so I thought my goal is to get in the algorithm. Come and try to build this thing. So as you come in or you watch the replay, please like and share. Tell me where you're watching me from. And let me know. Don't you hate when people jump on your post and start talking shit when they could just scroll by? Because that's what I do. If it's something I don't care about, I'll just stroll on by. So I'm never going to post a darn paragraph or two to try to, I don't know, make you see something my way. I don't got that much time. But then when I do have time, because I didn't been down there in the comments, what they call it, tongue wrestling or keyboard wrestling. But I'm like, I don't just jump on people's posts, you know, and say something crazy. I just scroll on by. So that's it. So I'm almost at my destination. So you guys have a great Saturday. And I'm gonna get in here, and this is I think my little cousin is speaking. She's bringing the word forth, so hopefully she does a good job. This is the women's fellowship at my mom's church, or the women and men at our church. I'm talking about my mom's church. But I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great Saturday. And